I've come out on a dog walk to the local forest, which is not too far from my house. You don't need to know that either. Sometimes when we have trauma or memories or just general stuff from our lives that's so like busy in our minds all the time, it's easy to get really it's my dog Molly. Hey Mol. To get so attached to it. And I was thinking, I was in yoga class and she mentioned it was a restorative yoga class. I couldn't call it exercise, it was just basically lying down chilling out for 2 hours. Anyway, nobody else knew that. All my family and friends were like, oh, you go to yoga, it's really good on Sunday morning. I'm like, oh yeah, really exercising. Anyway, she said about us being in our nest, and it came to me about how a little bird will collect all of the bits of twigs and moss and wool and whatever bits and pieces it finds, and it weaves all of these little bits of nature together to make a perfectly imperfect foundation base for its new life to be for the eggs for the new life. And we see the nests in the trees and they look like, you'd imagine that they could get blown away in high gales or bad weather, and they never do. They're resilient and they stay the course. And it's just so magical, this magical circle in the sky that is strong enough and safe enough for this precious new life to be born into, hatched out of, rather. And that got to me thinking about us and about how all of the experiences, both good and bad, and all of the events of our lives could be considered to be like the twigs and the moss and the bits and pieces that a little bird makes the nest out of. All of our experiences of our past knitted together to form the foundation of who we are as a person right now. And like the little bird isn't the nest, the bird goes back to the nest and it lives in the nest, and the nest is its base. We are not our past or our experiences. They are the foundations that have got us. That's what's brought us to this point. And both good and bad, the little bird doesn't look at its nest and think, oh, that twig's this and that twig's that, or that memory's this and that. It is what it is. It brought you to that point, and it's there, and it serves its purpose, and all of the components are just as valuable as the other components to make the integrated whole. And it isn't perfect, but it is an absolute little miracle, and it can withstand all of the storms and the gales and high winds, and it's resilient, and it stays there. Much like we know for ourselves, the storms and the seasons change, the storms come and go, and yet we are resilient and can weather these events and know that they pass and things change, and still, we kind of cling on, and our feathers might get ruffled, but it's fine, just move them down and it's cool. And our past experiences are the foundation for the generation of our new life, of our fresh ideas, of our fresh starts, as often and every day. Every day is our fresh start. As many times, every minute can be a fresh start. You have a bad morning, it doesn't have to be a bad day, it doesn't have to be a bad week or a bad month. We can always take that choice in that moment to choose again. Right, that's that, and now go forwards. So yeah, and little birds as well, the whole idea of them having a high perspective on the world. They are not their past, they are not their nest, if you will, and they can take a higher viewpoint and view things from a different perspective, and it's the witness consciousness state, isn't it? So I as a soul, all of us as souls, are not the things that have happened to us. They're not the situations we find ourselves in our life. That doesn't define us. And we are always free to build a new start on our foundation, our nest. No matter, I know, and if there are some like flipping awkward pokey twigs and it's not brilliant, just put a bit of more moss in it, just, you know, start layering it up with nicer bits. Am I taking this analogy too far? Perhaps. But yeah, I just thought, I just really, I liked the symbolism and the deeper meaning that I found in that analogy. And so I thought I would share it in case anybody else also likes it. And I've written a meditation for it as well, so I'm just getting some music together and I might have a little meditation to put out for it. So yeah, okay, I'm going to continue with my dog walk and see if I can find her. Okay, love you, bye.